Hello, welcome. Today we're going to be playing as the Polish, and we're going to be doing the secret monarchy path. We're going to restore the Romanovs. Now the question is, do I want to do this with historical AI on? It makes it more predictable, but it guarantees that Germany and the Soviets are going to come after me, and at relatively the same time, and I don't know if I can fight both of them at the same time. Now I could always just give up Danzig and fight the Soviets first. It does not actually matter the order in which you do this. It does not actually matter when you take out the Soviets. Let's just go with Ahistorical AI. It should make this easier. Maybe. Maybe. It should probably make this easier. We're going to split the army into two groups. A group of 24 that are going to be decently well equipped, and then a second group of 16 that are just there for manpower in the field, because we don't have that much industry to start with. Research-wise, we are actually okay just doing the standard industry open. We have a decent build-up time. And we'll build some civs. For factories, we definitely need a train, some anti-air. We don't actually start with artillery in production for some reason. We're not going to bother with the interwar fighter. That'll do for now. And we have this looming peasant strike, but that is fine. We do not have to start. Let me find the focus. It's all the way over here. This focus until there is 1 day left. That's it. Clicking this focus increases the peasant strike by 70 days. So you don't have to do any timing for that. Just as long as you're clicking that focus before the peasant strike activates, you're good. So let's go fulfill the 5th of November act. This will get us the events. We need to do a lot of events to actually get the secret path. And we are good to unpause. Oh, we're also going to convert these guys all to the biggest division we have, which is the infantry. We'll just make sure they don't reinforce. So the 5th of November act is done, and we got the best option for Germany. They chose civil war. Now, there are 4 kings: the Habsburg, the Romanian, Frederick, and the Cossack king. I played Christian before. I found he was quite strong. He gets a ton of cores, and he gets a ton of compliance. 0.05% compliance a day is like 2/3 of the base amount. Really strong. But we're going to go for the path that's right here that we can't see. And while we're waiting for that path to open up, we're going to do the 4-year plan. Oh, and Soviet Union declared war on Turkey. That's over the remilitarization of the Straits. Are the Soviets played by a player? As a player, it is hard to get this option. Okay, well, hopefully the Soviets end up in a civil war. That's the real reason you go on non-historical AI. I mean, that's clearly going to get pushed back very quickly, but the Soviet AI was clearly not prepared for this. Okay, this is so weird. Okay, so Japan is doing the young officer coup, which is the non-aligned path where they go to war with the Soviet Union, which is really good for us. I don't think we could have asked for a better non-historical game. We finished the 4-year plan. We've got Frederick Christian. He's a good option for monarch, but not the monarch we need. So let's go do our research slot. Okay, the Habsburg candidate. Also an interesting choice. Not the guy we need. And I've been taking a look at the Soviets, and I think they might have gone for one of these two paths. I think the right opposition, which means the civil war is never going to succeed, but they have the factionalism modifier. Germany's also not doing too great over here. I mean, non-aligned Germany always wins because of the core attack and defense, but still. Okay, we're actually going to tech juggle this, as crazy as it may seem. We're going to put an extra 30 days into this. It's just going to make our research line up better later on. Okay, Crown Prince Michael of Romania. They're kind of in a war right now, and we want a different monarch. Okay, we'll hold this focus just 3 days, so we can finish this. Okay, so we're going to swap improved machine tools to dispersed because we're probably going to get bombed. And then we're going to put the 30 days into improved machine tools. This is so that this finishes before that one, which is very good for us. The timing just works much better. Then we can go on and finish mechanical computing. Political power buy, I think I want to do partial mob. We do get this nice noble bureaucrat, which is just a slightly better political power guy, but I think the partial mob is going to be a little bit better for us if we do it first. So I'm going to do that order. I think I'm going to do partial mob into political power guy, and then we're going to do central region strategy. And this is the timing. I'm also going to work on pumping out 30 of these cavalry divisions just for a little bit extra manpower in the field. When we get the hidden path, we can go after Lithuania, but that requires 400k manpower. The Cossack king, he is a weird dude, but you get massive cavalry bonuses, but not the king we need. Focus-wise, we're going to continue on to fill the railway gaps. We're still good. We can still do 2 more focuses. So we're going to do fill the railway gaps and then National Defense Fund, minus 15% consumer goods. Pretty nice. Then we'll do agrarian reform. Very interesting. Auto-assume the crown, which is the non-aligned restore Austro-Hungary option, which is really interesting. Because if they take out Czechoslovakia, we might get a war goal on all of Czechoslovakia, Austria, and Hungary. Either way, we're going to do the National Defense Fund and then agrarian reform. And this game got even weirder. I'm pretty certain the English are going King's Party. And I was also checking the French, and if we look right here, it says has not completed focus, invite communist ministers. They have the spirit from here, and they can't do this. So the French have gone communist. The English have gone non-aligned. The Germans are currently non-aligned, but theoretically they could go democratic, but they'll probably go revive the Kaiserreich. This is one of the more interesting games I've had in a while. Oh, we also have enough for the political power guy. You finally get the right option in January of 37. Honestly, these guys are doing quite well. At least 7-8 months and they haven't completely collapsed yet. Already the German Civil War ended. We'll see in a little bit which side they go. Okay, construction 2 is done. We're not going to continue on to construction 3. I think it's probably high time we get trucks. And don't worry, I know this is looking bad, but it's fine. We'll finish this focus in 2 days. And now we get to come all the way back over here and click agrarian reform. And now it's 86 days. So we're good. Okay, improved machine tools is done. This is where I'm going to hard rush advanced machine tools. And this is why I want to do the tech juggle. They would have finished the other way around if I hadn't done the tech juggle, which is a little annoying. Alrighty, hold on. What is going on here, Soviets? How did you get encircled? Ooh, looks like Turkey's about to collapse. But seriously, how did you get encircled? Definitely, they've definitely done it. That is a different modifier. That is the modifier from over here. So they are definitely doing the right opposition. If you don't end this war quickly, Soviets, you're going to end up in a civil war at the same time as being at war with 2 other countries. That might be a bit awkward for me. Or amazing, I haven't decided yet. If Romania owns all of the Soviet Union, I'm literally going to restart. Because that's just like not supposed to happen. Kind of makes this video a little pointless if that happened. But it'd be so amazing if it did. And finally, Anastasia Romanov has arrived. Don't misclick this, because I'm going to be honest, I don't know what happens if you click this. And boy, does she look tired. So anyways, this unlocks the hidden 5th path with some interesting focuses such as demanding Yugoslavian subjugation. I'm not kidding, we can just annex Yugoslavia if they agree. We also get an interesting new flag. Don't know why. We're inviting back the exiled nobility. Sure, we'll take the -5 consumer goods. Okay, so they finally did the King's Party. That doesn't mean they like us, though, other than the fact that they have strategic reasons to not. Alrighty, let's go demand Lithuania. We're also going to line up on their border. That's actually really unlucky, Hungary. It's like a 75% chance they say yes. Actually, over 80 they've reintegrated the railroads. That's just extremely unlucky. No Romanian Russia. It's a little unfortunate for us. That does make our borders a bit awkward. Okay, hard rush artillery. Start getting a little AT soon. And I think I'm going to start appointing our chief of staff. And we got the ugly Spanish Civil War. Why did the anarchists uprise down here? You know what? I'm just not even going to look at it. If I can't see it, it's not happening, right? Okay, Germany did go revive the Kaiserreich. Okay, let's go get AT. We will put a single thing of truck queued up. We're not actually going to rearrange things. You know, we've got max production efficiency. I'm not crazy. Okay, demand Lithuania is done. They should just submit to us. So let's do Pan-Slavic revanchism. We're not going to continue on to these two. They're a little ahead of time for my liking. Let's start working towards infantry equipment 2. Nice. They did. I haven't bothered to check. I don't know how likely this is. It seems to happen every time. We're going to take their equipment. We're going to convert them to the smallest division. So we get refunded a bunch of it. And then we're going to put them in the backup army so that they don't reinforce. And Hungary, we kind of need you to declare that war. Not going to lie. Oh yes, we get some weird templates from them. We have an 8-1, which we can convert into a 9-1, which will be nice for us. Okay, and now the most interesting thing we can do. Just demand Yugoslavian subjugation. There's no requirements for this. We can just click it. I know I said I wasn't going to look at it, but oh my god, it's gotten worse. Okay, I've done 2 of my military staff, but I actually need to go up on conscription law. And this is also around the point where you're going to want to start building mills. And we have the political power to do a limited conscription. That's going to help us because we need another 50,000 manpower in the field to go after Latvia and Estonia. Okay, they refused. It's fine. It doesn't declare war. It just gives you a war goal that never ends. Let's seek an alliance with the Kaiser. That's not a focus I thought I was going to be able to do, but why not? I don't know how likely they are to accept this, but we haven't done anything that bad yet. And the Soviet Civil War finally fired. Oh, and they picked up there. That's hell. I wonder how long this is going to go on for. Are they just going to immediately collapse or what? They didn't get much of the Soviet Union. So I don't know how likely this is, but the Kaiser agreed. We created the November Alliance. Quite interesting. Either way, we're going to do the Livonia focus first. I'm still waiting for Hungary to do something. They've been sitting on this war goal for months, like at least 6 months, and they just haven't declared it, and I don't know why. They can't continue their focus until they declare the war, so they can't try and get Czechoslovakia. I don't know what they're doing. Already limited export. It's going to give us another 5% consumer goods. So we're down to 3%. Oh, and we have artillery too. That's good. So we can up production on that. We're going to get a lot of guns from these guys. It's part of the reason why taking them out so nice. It's like nearly 10k guns you get. I think it's about time we create a spy agency. We're going to need a collaboration government on the Soviets. And we have a war goal. I guess we'll just demand Slovakia then. If we end up at war with France, who cares? They'll just die. And we'll just move in. Okay, nice and simple. They didn't line up on our border, so we can just annex them really fast. 7,000 equipment. Not quite as much as I would have liked, but a good amount. That fixes my garrison problem, actually, quite nicely. We're going to get professional officer corps, and then we're going to keep going. Why do they have a non-aggression pact with Italy? They better not magically join Italy's faction. Okay, one infantry leader. Okay, first things first, we're going to get localized training centers. We need Russian spies. And my God, is the supply horrible here. I'm just going to say I'm not a fan of the supply rework. Completely underrepresents how far supply can be delivered by road. No, Germany, you cannot join the war. Nice. 11,000 infantry equipment, another 500 support equipment. That's very nice. And all of Finland. How did I miss that they had all of Finland? Okay. I mean, I'm not complaining. Just a little odd to me, that's all. Let's go line up on the checks then. Okay, we have localized training centers. Let's get ourselves a Soviet spy. Are you any good? I mean, you have a trait, but not the trait we want. Let's see if we can't get you up to 50%. And demand Slovakia is almost done. Well, war it is. That's actually entirely fine. Oh, I can bypass that. Let's not do that? That's really interesting that we can do that, though. That's actually just really interesting. But no, we're going to claim Russia. Claiming Russia gives us a nice boost to her stuff, and we get an insane amount of cores. It's basically all of Russia. Anyways, war goal on the Czechs. Let's declare war. It's going to call in the French, and now let's check. Can we go? We could go all the way to service by requirement. I don't think we need to go past extensive, but getting to extensive would be nice. Let's punch through here and pin them to the left. No, Italy cannot join our faction. It is of vital importance that Italy does not join the faction. Non-aggression pact is fine though. That is fine. Okay, extensive conscription. We're really struggling against this tank, so I'm going to add AA to these divisions. We'll be able to pierce the tank after that. Okay, so we got a little encirclement here. Okay, nice. We've got a second infantry leader. Let's go find another dude to start grinding. Okay, pocket cleared. Let's see if we can't bring in these guys. We'll let them train just a little bit more. I'd like them to be level 2. Oh, and we finally got a radio. That's going to be a nice one. And claim Russia. Very nice focus. We will have to stab Germany in the back at some point. You have to demand Pomerania. But that's fine. That's for another time. Poland gives us a nice amount of civs. And a mill. The Carlist one? What? I don't think I've ever seen the Carlist actually win. Okay, we're going to try and make a push through here. Okay, good, good, good. Just keep going. Okay, so nice little encirclement there, nicely cut in half. Now if we can just push this way a little bit and get the supply hub, it'll be much easier to hold. There we go. Hungary still hasn't done anything with that war goal, which is very surprising. Wait, Czechoslovakia never did the Czech fort line. Now that's just really weird. Okay, Czechoslovakia has capitulated because we didn't call anybody in. We just get to take all of it, which is nice because we do get a core in Bohemia later on. Now I'm perfectly fine with calling in the Germans. We need to find our way through the Maginot. An easiest way might be through Belgium. We'll keep a close eye on that. The US did go interventionist, so they might guarantee that. Actually, no, they're not going to guarantee that. They can't afford to guarantee that. That guarantee would cost them 550 political power. Okay, I'm going to pump out 72 cavalry divisions. I just looked. Germany's very close to assuming faction leadership. Now, it does also cost them 200 political power, so they're not necessarily going to do it immediately, but pretty high chance. I'm just going to continue doing all of. So this is an interesting problem. Canada guaranteed Belgium. If I had a fleet, I would do it. I'm not even kidding. I'm not. We could take out the US if I had a fleet. But I got 5 ships and nowhere near the range to launch this naval invasion. Okay, we just need to find another way to take out France. I could do the naval invasion strat. They don't actually have their fleet set up currently. So we'll just see if we can't just sneak in an invasion of Calais. Okay, never mind. I don't know how to navally invade. I'm just so used to countries starting with that tech I don't even check. So how are we going to get through the Maginot then? I'm going to try it. I'm going to try and just brute force this tile. Attack from these 3 directions first, support attack from these 2. I do have some stats. We're doing a little bit of damage. Not much, but a little bit. They are probably going to be able to infinitely reinforce this though. Okay, let's swap the combatants. We might actually get this pretty soon. We're starting to deorg. We might actually just succeed in brute forcing the Maginot. Let's just go to speed 5. Oh, there we go. We brute force part of the Maginot. Let's just see if we can't just continue. I know it's a mountain, but still. It doesn't seem like they haven't done radio yet. So they have really low reinforcement rate. Okay, that's not going to work. Okay, at least their distraction is allowing Italy to capitalize on this. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. France joined the Commonwealth of Nations. Well, that's going to be a forever war because I don't have a navy. Alrighty, let's go back to justifying on Belgium then. Germany, we're in the same faction, dude. You can't. Here's the thing though, it is only 1 civ. I can't get cores on Latvia and Lithuania though, if I give them memo. But if I give them memo because it's over a claim, they should infinitely have that war goal. But I don't think I actually need to backstab them. So never. We're in the same faction, dude. Okay, they didn't actually even get a war goal over it, so it doesn't matter. Oh, I know why they didn't get a war goal. They got a war goal in Lithuania. Lithuania doesn't exist. Okay, justification on Belgium is done. Let's go. Okay, we managed to brute force our way through Belgium, or at least part of Belgium. Okay, there goes Belgium. They did not capture me. That's a little unfortunate. I would have liked their equipment. We now have the open plains of northern France to advance through. And I think I'm actually just going to be fine with battle planning this. Oh, actually, just do that real quick. Yeah, because they're not connected. They connect actually through the Dutch. Okay, so we got a 30% collaboration government. We're going to do a second one because 30% isn't very much, not for the Soviets. I was going to say, and there's the fall of Paris, but actually it's the encirclement of Paris. Equally nice, though. And there's the capitulation of France. First off, they capitulated without Paris falling. Secondly, it all went to Italy. I'm just going to line up on the Soviet border. We're going to prepare for this war. So this is an interesting event. I can either agree to them, at which point I will get a non-aggression pact with these guys who are somehow still alive in 1940. I can reach out to Poland. I don't understand why I can even click that button or why it even shows up. Or I can just reject them. I'm going to reject them, but like, I feel like if I click that button, we're going to crash the game because I am Poland. But yeah, I'm kind of just building up, waiting for this to die because I don't want them to be in a civil war when I declare on them because that makes weird things happen. So we finished the Austro-Hungarian alliance. Maybe they'll join us. I'm not going to bother inviting Greece because they're communists, so they shouldn't accept. So I think we just do these. We need to do artillery modernization for this to work, so we might as well go down towards that. Okay, Hungary joined, Austria joined. Very nice. So we have a second Spanish Civil War. I'm gonna guess this has to do with the fact that they had no cores and then resistance just got out of control, because these guys don't even have the Spanish focus tree. But maybe that's what the US needs to come take on Italy. Either way, the buildup continues, and I just had a nefarious idea. What if I declare war on the SSSR? Will they join the Commonwealth of Nations? Let's just do it. Now the Soviets want a non-aggression pact. I don't want that non-aggression pact. Okay, so Anschluss ended up happening because we invited Austria to the faction. That's fine. When we get our next army doctrine bonus, we're going to go down right because this is basically just pure light infantry stuff. And that's all we have. Whenever we're ready, it's 20 days to declare war on the Soviets. I just would like these guys to have capitulated first. But since we're at war with both, we should be fine. Okay, the shogunate just declared war on the communists, which means they're now at war with the Chinese United Front, which formed for some reason. I have a feeling this is not going to go well for the Japanese. Oh God, what did they do? Why is there two Spains? So the SSR has started pushing back, and I'm thinking maybe I should just declare war on the Soviets now. I've been looking at their military count, and they probably have about 70. I have 70. I could probably take him right now. It's a 20-day justification, so October 1st is not a great time to start the war. And I'm still short on trains because I need a lot. Mostly because the supply system's being dumb. It's sending my supply to Finland by train from Warsaw all the way up to here rather than just, up here. Worst case scenario, I push a little bit and then winter sets in and they grind against me, but I get a bunch of army experience. I think it's worth doing. Let's go for Kiev. We did just get army modernization, so that's good. It means we'll get another doctrine for a reduced price. They are obviously going to reposition their army to my border, but I think we can take it. You know what? I'm going to take political loyalty here. That just doubled our stability from ruling party popularity, so that was quite nice. I'm working on building a couple refineries, and I'm just going to put one AA in every state. That should be enough to stop the Russians from bombing us. Meanwhile, I'm going to try and punch out the Romanians first. Or actually, they haven't moved anything to my front, so I think I'll just try and take as much land as I can. We will call in the Hungarians. We have to, just to push from their land. Also, just instantly declare on Romania. We have the war goal on their master, so we can declare on them. Join. There we go. That's a supply hub right there. That's why I wanted them to join so badly. Oh yeah, don't forget to walk up and take Leningrad. Okay, go take Kiev. That's a pretty important city. If we can take out the south first, that'll be nice. Oh, come on. Germany, no. Bad Germany. They're probably going to join the Commonwealth of Nations now. No, I'm not joining a war against them. You kidding me? I'm not dumb. Okay, I think we're about to get Bucharest. That should be the Romanians capitulated. Yes. We're going to get the oil fields from Hungary. And we're going to put these guys on forced labor, I believe. Yes. Give us all your oil. So I wonder how this is going to impact us. Germany preparing the Italian coup. Because I'm still the faction leader. Barely, but I'm still the faction leader. So they shouldn't be able to join the faction without me inviting them. Oh, did Romania get kicked from the faction or something? Okay, they puppeted North Transylvania, but that means I'm going to be at war with North Transylvania. Hungary, would you give me your troops to come deal with this? 10 troops should be all I need. Oh, the Soviets just capped. That's why. Oh, okay then. That's not good for me. That's actually really bad for me. That's super bad for me. I cannot express how bad that was for me because I did my collaboration governments on the Soviet Union, not these guys. Well, I should still have the spy network here. Hopefully it's the capital. No, the capital's way up there. Oh, we'll put youth 3 up here, and hopefully it spreads really, really quickly. Nope. I don't know how the Soviets managed to lose that other than the fact that, I got involved. But yeah, we're going to have to march quite a distance for this now. It's going to take me about 200 days to do a collaboration government. Okay, let's restore the Commonwealth. Why not? Oh, did that break this focus? No, it's... Okay, that focus survived. Alrighty, well, we'll speed 5 this. We're not going to take substantial losses. They don't have an army. The army's up to 45 divisions, which means they probably have 30. This is literally a matter of marching. Problem is I'm going to have to march all the way over here because I don't have a collaboration government on this country. I had it on the other country. Okay, they're planning to assassinate Mussolini now. I know they become non-aligned. Hopefully they don't just insta-join our faction. Yeah, I kind of need to kick Germany out right the second I finish this focus. Okay, now Japan's getting involved. Japan, you're kind of busy in China though. We can get the Japanese shogunate in our faction. But then we're at war with China. I don't want to be at war with China. Does mean Vladivostok has fallen though. I think we'll just eat the attrition through winter. I think we just have to. Let's make sure the Soviet Union is on local police force to reduce garrison needs. Same with Romania. Everywhere else has decent compliance, so it's not really going to do much. They are not in a faction. That's actually so bad for us. They're in a faction we could just justify on Iran. It wouldn't matter. But they're not in a faction, so it does. Oh, my snake got cut off. Germany, can you rescue my snake, please? Fine, you guys come rescue my snake. Yeah, this has really just been a matter of marching. Kind of crazy. Didn't even matter which Soviets I was going up against. The bright red or the dark red. I mean, honestly, this is just a matter of a little bit of snaking at this point. Okay, we restored the Commonwealth, so we're now the Congressional Commonwealth rather than Congressional Poland. And Mussolini got assassinated. Now, I'm not actually going to kick out Germany. I was thinking about kicking out Germany. I said I was going to kick out Germany. I don't need to do this yet. While it would be nice, we're better off coming over here, getting a little bit of land doctrine cost reduction, and then waiting until after we've taken out Italy. They're oh so very close. Just a couple more victory points. Hopefully we can grab this one up north. I did send dudes to it. I was just trying to check how long that war took. I think it was about 6 months. Oh, Germany just gave me all of their score. Thank you, Germany. Guess we'll pass another couple times. They can have Vladivostok, that's fine. Because they took a state, though, I'm going to have to manually click all of these. A bunch of annoying clicks for a list that wouldn't stop jumping later. And we have a nice big Poland. Very big. And Japan got Vladivostok. They were properly compensated for their minor amount of assistance. You two come line up down here. We need to take out Iran. The rest of you three can come over here and line up on the Italian border. Time to justify on Iran. How long until 153 days? That's twice as long as the justification is. Nice. Wait, the Commonwealth gives you a lot more cores than I thought. I get cores all the way out to here. Dang. So we're going to finish the justification on Iran, and then we'll justify on Italy. Actually, we can just justify on Italy right now. We won't declare instantly, though. I want to declare around the same time on both. I know it'll take me a couple days to get my troops down to here, but I will also need full control of this state right here, and that's not going to be the easiest thing. I mean, this is horrible terrain, and there's no supply. Honestly, just build me... You know what? That's what we'll do. Transport planes. Transport planes will be our solution. Okay, let's go get a land doctrine cost reduction. So we can do one now and we'll have enough afterwards. That'll get us down to land night attack, which is like the end of the really important ones. You get a little bit more org as you go further down, but that's the important one. Okay, so I have the justification on Iran. We're going to declare this war first. We're going to declare the war on Italy a little bit later. We have about 2 weeks to see how far we can get. I have some transport planes up. We managed to scrounge together 9. We've broken through in the north quite easily, actually. I think this is just going to end up being a matter of marching. East isn't doing so hot, but as long as we keep attacking them, they'll stay there, so we'll be good. And we have 10 days until this war goal expires, so let's just declare the war now. And we can just battle plan them with our main army here. I'm going to manually call these guys to arms, just to make sure they don't get called against the wrong people. Also, I don't know if I've mentioned this, but I can dismantle the Czech forts, but there are no Czech forts in some places. It's just a level 1 fort line in some states. So I'm wondering if I click this button, does it give me forts for free? Its effects when removed. Okay, so in 180 days, let's see if I gain some forts. Hello, I called you guys the arms against the Italians. They will not accept. Interesting. And you guys? They will also not accept. Well, this is making my pushing kind of more difficult than it needs to be. Oh yes, there's not actually a railway going to Iran, so we'll just link so one all the way down to Tehran. Magic of doing it just like this, it's only going to take 4 days. Sure, they don't exist anymore. Okay, so I finally broke through in the north. Either that or the AI just, decided to leave the front. I don't care. Either one works for me. How does Hungary control this? They're not in this war. That's really odd. Either way, the push is going just fine. We own this state. Can we get the event? I mean, if it's just cap these guys, I don't think they joined a faction. Well, we capped them. Now we should get the event? I'm gonna have to open up the game files again just to check to make sure I've got the event right. If it doesn't fire. Because it's entirely possible I messed up the event. I don't think I did, but it's entirely possible. Okay, never mind. I forgot the Italian part of the trigger. I got ahead of myself. Okay. So a little bit of battle planning later. I mean, it's only been 2 months. There we go. I've never actually gotten that achievement before. Bearer of artillery. Okay, who's the general in charge here? This guy? No, 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 no. Wojtek. He's now in charge. And because we own the state that Moscow is in, we should also get another event quite soon. So yeah, this is the event that we need to fire now. I'm not in a faction with the Soviets. I have this flag because I have the bear. Anna Anderson, who's the fake Romanov, is in power. Mean time to happen is 1 day. That means there's a 50% chance of it happening in a day. And I did check this before. I did try and annex the Soviets first before firing the Wojtek event, so it should work. There we go. For a mean time to happen event of 1 day, that took like 2 weeks. You can bury the evidence for 100 political power, or you can just elect a bear. Who doesn't want to elect a bear? Perfect. Anyways, bye-bye Germany. Let's go demand Pomerania. Oh, I know why the push stalled out. I forgot to move up my heir. It all makes sense now. Bye-bye Italy. Great news. Okay, we don't actually need anything from Italy, but Italian North Africa might be nice. Sure. I think we also get chorus over here. Oh, of course they made Herzegovina exist. Why wouldn't they make Herzegovina exist? Oh, they liberated Austria. Okay, who cares? Oh, I took some of that for myself. Oops. Italy, would you like your land back? There we go. That looks much better. Hungary, give me your units so I can go clean this up. You have 9 divisions somewhere, Italy. Okay. Where? They're all in the ocean. That's fine. Come stand here. Okay, I'm not even gonna I don't even think I'm gonna declare on Germany. I just need to do this focus so I can core all of Russia, and then I'm gonna call it a day. Actually, no, 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 I'm not. Hold on. You guys to here, please. I don't have the achievement for taking Palestine as Poland. So let's go get that achievement. Oh, that's unfortunate. They didn't actually uncap after that. So Italy did something competent here. They actually navally invaded French Syria. Super good for us. Saves us the trouble. I'm not gonna say I'm surprised. I did not expect Germany to cede this to me. That's more wishful thinking. But we can now proclaim Slavic unity. And boy, does this make us big. Also, Spain is just a mess. It's not usually this messy in Kaiserreich. You know what? Screw Spain. We're pulling back to the Italian border. Honestly, we could invite them back into the faction at this point. Welcome back. No hard feelings. We just had to justify a war goal on you, but that's all over. That's all in the past. Okay, so we did manage to dismantle the Czech forts. It didn't give me free forts. That's disappointing. So it didn't give me free forts, but also didn't remove forts. It's supposed to set them all to level 1. Part of the state to level 1. It did not do that. Okay, whatever. Alrighty, let's declare war. We'll have to call in Italy. You guys just push straight to El Alamein and on to Alexandria. We just got navally invaded somewhere. I'm going to assume that's this naval invasion. That's fine. Germany can deal with that. No, how did he get sick? How do you even know? No, we're gonna have to cap the UK. Well, I did do naval invasion tech, so that's good. Nice. We're dark green now. And now we have cores. But in a lot of places, including Yugoslavia and Czechoslovakia. I think if we owned Hungary, we would have got cores on Hungary too. Ooh, that's a big fleet battle. Oh my god, if we launched right now, it'd succeed. Because their fleet's off fighting. Hold on. Can I launch 2 of each? 2 should be enough to land. Is 2 ready? 2's ready. They just need to be in position. Get there, get there, get there, get there, go. Because their fleet was over here engaging in a battle. And they have nothing. They have nothing. How do they have nothing? How do they always have nothing? It's 1942. It's just that easy, though. It's just that easy. Flood. Everything. Everything just go. Some of you will get intercepted. That is a price I'm willing to pay. Okay, they had divisions on London, mostly because they just deployed them. AI does hold divisions in its training queue and will force deploy them if they get navally invaded. That's how they always seem to just spawn a bunch of divisions. Okay, there we go. There's the achievement. It's just because Italy controlled it, not us. So there's 2 achievements, and then for some reason, forming the Slavic Union isn't an achievement. Apparently that's just easy according to Paradox. Let's just quickly cap the UK, just for good measure. But otherwise, a very successful playthrough. You know, we might have used Germany's help a little bit, but you know what? It's fine. Definitely easier with Germany than without Germany. When you're playing on Ahistorical, Germany's gonna go and oppose Hitler like 40% of the time, probably. They're either gonna do it first focus or they're not gonna do it at all. So it's just, if you want Germany's help, just play until they do it. And the capitulation of Great Britain. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, I'm just going to put this at the end. I realized during editing this that I somehow never showed the infantry template I was using. So I was just using a 9-in-1, pretty simple. Support artillery, support engineers, support AA, support AT. I don't think the support AT was worth it. I could have very easily gotten away without using it, and everything would have been fine, and it would have made my production so much easier. I at times had up to 15 factories on AT trying to catch up on production, and I could have just distributed that elsewhere. I know when I was at about 70 factories, I had about 30 on CAS. Otherwise, this was a pretty standard 9-in-1 build. There wasn't really much to show. I was just building what I needed. If I need more of something, just shift towards that. It's part of the beauty of dispersed. It's not too punishing if you don't have your precise amount on each factory known beforehand. Anyways, I figured I'd just put this at the end. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys another time.